Hello everyone, and welcome to another Cartoon Galaxy rant. I'm Mars Moon, and I like to rant about cartoons. Scratch the bird thing, okay? This video is a little bit more on a serious note because it is addressing something that has been circulating on X, which I thought was actually fake at first, because you know how X is. It tends to try to get clicks. Some people post things just for clicks. But when I looked into it a little more, I found out it's true. That being that Hotdiggedydemon, real name Max Gallardi, has announced on one of his most recent streams that he is planning to end his life, get euthanasia done. And he explains why. And again, this isn't a 2-hour stream that he talks about this. You know, I read the comments. I listened to a little bit of the stream. Unfortunately, I had to stop listening because I was getting a bit frustrated. And I will explain why that is. Not angry or anything. I get where he is. But I was a little frustrated because ending one's life that's a big step. You and I cannot tell him what to do. But this is a serious situation. Very serious situation. It would be serious for him or anyone who comes out and says that this is the decision that they have made for themselves. Let me go on to explain a little bit about what he said in the stream that has led him to this big choice that he's making. And the big reason is because he has a condition called fibromyalgia. I probably said that incorrectly, I don't know, but he has this condition that if you do look it up, it's something to do with that you're always in excessive pain. It has to do with the nervous system. I think he mentioned in his stream it's a certain part of the brain, in fact, which, you know, the brain is part of the nervous system, so that's what causes these frequent pains. You know, because if your nervous system is out of whack, yeah, you'll feel discomfort and pain. That happens. So that's what this condition is. Now, I don't know if he specified that he was diagnosed by a medical professional with this, or he looked it up and matched up his symptoms with this condition and just came up with his own diagnosis. And I hope that's not the case, because there are some things he mentioned in his stream which makes me wonder if that may be the case. Again, I'm not saying that is the case, but if he is actually professionally diagnosed with that, yes, that really sucks. Not only on top of that, but he's definitely dealing with depression. If I had to call it, the man has depression. I've watched some of his stuff, mostly his brain dumps, and in his later brain dumps, he does kind of talk in a way about life, and he's very hard on himself at times. And then suddenly he just stopped doing the brain dumps after that. He was doing these live streams where he played video games and all of that. You could tell then that there was definitely this kind of depression he was dealing with. And then suddenly, yes, he got this condition, whether, again, it's diagnosed by a professional or he feels this what he has, I don't know. He also mentions in the most recent stream he did that he did get medical help from a therapist, but it didn't really help him. This whole idea of that he is at this point where he feels like life has really nothing much to offer to him. But that, again, could be linked to depression. Now, the thing that gets me and really gets me concerned is some of the other symptoms that he specified. One of the symptoms he, in fact, specified is he gets drool mouth. So he says this affects his ability to talk, which is very difficult when you're on a live stream or any of that stuff on YouTube where you're talking. And he says his mouth would be very dry. He'd get a metallic taste in his mouth. And Sometimes his sinuses would be messed up and that would result in the drooling. Now, I could tell you right now, and I actually mentioned it in his comments, hoping maybe that will help. I doubt he probably saw it. It's probably mixed in with a ton of other comments, but that's acid reflux. How do I know? I have acid reflux and I have the same exact symptoms. You can feel excessive saliva. You do get that metallic taste in your mouth. It does affect your sinuses. There's sometimes my acid reflux is so bad, it affects my nose and everything. You get phlegmy, another symptom he mentioned. He also mentions that sometimes he'll catch his breath. Again, that is a symptom of acid reflux. When also looking at the fibromyalgia, it does say that there can be digestive issues that are connected to that condition. So it's possible that his acid reflux is a result of that. So I don't know if it's a separate thing or it is connected to the actual disorder that he's experiencing. But the reason I also bring it up is because another thing with fibromyalgia is that there is medication for it, but at the same time, you may also be advised, and this is also according to online. So online could be accurate, sometimes it would be inaccurate. And I can't really say much because I'm not a medical professional, but there are ways to treat it with either medicine or doing healthy habits. So I don't know if it's possible that to help with the acid reflux symptoms that could be connected to the fibromyalgia or not connected to it, that there has to be a proper diet related to it. I know you have to stay away from very acidic foods because that will aggravate the symptoms. He also mentioned that he got ringing in his ears. He mentioned that he has, I think, a dislocated disc in his back. The funny thing is, when he mentioned a dislocated disc, I know if you have a dislocated disc in the back, it can cause nerve pain. It can cause pinching. If it is in a very bad area, it could, affect things. Is it possible that that disc may be causing the discomfort he's experiencing? So, there's a lot of things about what he said that really concerned me. This is where I have to say, I think Max needs to get help. I know he said he went to a therapist. I think he needs to go see like a psychologist or something, or go to another therapist. If and again, I'm not a doctor, but if I had to guess, I think he has severe depression, and it could even be possible that he is also suffering from, I think it's called illness anxiety disorder. Because some people get that. Some people get that where they feel certain discomfort in things, and then they think, oh my God, this is wrong with me, and this is wrong with me. So it is possible that maybe he has that too. Or maybe that's all he has. I don't know. But just from hearing what he shared on the stream, it just rubbed me the wrong way. And this goes for anyone who may be feeling like he feels. Because if you are getting into a dark place like that, where you feel like you need to end your life, like he is, you need to get help. I don't know where his mind is at. I don't know if he has family and friends. He's obviously got a lot of fans online that are concerned for him. He's got a lot of people who probably care about him, I would assume. To do that and say, like, my life is worthless, it's just, I don't think it's the right decision. Again, I can't decide for him. We can't decide for him. But I honestly believe he needs to get help. And I just had to put this out here and share it. There's no confirmation that he's actually done it. He just says that, from what I've heard, that he wants to do it and he's looking into it. Hopefully he changes his mind. Hopefully people like us who are, disagreeing with that decision, I guess, maybe help him to change his mind. maybe, hopefully, he has family and friends that hear what he's saying on live streams and go try to help him, because this is definitely a cry for help. And yeah, if you guys weren't aware of it, now you are. So yeah, I just had to get that off my chest. Anyway, I don't even want to say the whole like and subscribe thing. It just feels in bad taste. Just again, thanks for watching. And yeah, take care of yourselves. And I'll see you in the next rant.